It's crazy how much advice Nagi was getting from Baro, Chris Prince, and Aki just to help him improve, but he took none of it and then he got locked off. Let's take a look at these moments. The first piece of advice that Nagi gets is from Chris Prince, and he says he has really good relaxation and fluidity. However, Nagi basically has 0 points when it comes to creativity. He depends on others. He plays a passive style of football that is determined by the level of his partner. Meaning, if a partner does not help you, you are worthless. This was said 100 chapters ago, so Nagi knew his issue, but he did not try and fix them. And Chris Prince told him the answer. He says to play more active, but all Nagi says is, that sounds like a pain. He had all the answers, but he never changed. Then we get to Agi, and he tries to teach him, but again, Nagi does not listen. Agi tells Nagi to think for himself and not his own image, and even Isagi realizes this. Isagi says when it comes to him making his own football, he is no more than a little chick. And after all that advice, Nagi asks for Ryo's help, and that ruins everything. Because he goes on to score a fluke goal and he's just depending on other people. Like Agi said, his creativity will not flourish, but they did not listen. And then he later on goes to say, y'all are too codependent, y'all need to break up your partnership. If you want to improve, you need to cast away what is precious to you. I don't know how many warnings he needs to get for him to get that through his head. Agi is being generous here. He is literally holding his hand, but nothing is happening. And then the final piece of advice that hits the hardest to me is Baro's. He says, go hit rock bottom in despair and die, you wimp. Unless you do some serious soul searching, you will not last on the world stage. He's telling Nagi exactly what he went through. You have to lose everything to find yourself, and then you can actually grow. But if you don't, you won't stand a chance on the world stage, and that's what happened to Nagi. By not listening to any of this advice, he got locked off, and that's on him. It sucks for him, but maybe this is what Nagi needs to learn. But man, Nagi should have listened.